beautiful, isn't it? The water and the landscape and the sky. It's why so many of us love living in South Florida. And it's the reason so many travel from all over the world to come here to vacation and to enjoy what we have right here in our own backyards. But for those of us who live here year-round, we know there can be another side to all of this beauty and tranquility. I'm in a little town called Sewall's Point. Sewall's Point sits on a peninsula of the same name, and the U.S. Census Bureau registers its population as a little more than 2,000 people. It was named after Captain Henry Edwin Sewall, who was an old Florida legislator and served here for many years as the Postmaster General. But in 2004, this place received national attention for a very unlikely reason. In the early morning hours of September 25th, 2004, Hurricane Francis made its U.S. landfall right here. A Category 2 storm on the Saffir-Simpson scale with sustained winds of over 105 miles an hour, Hurricane Francis became the sixth named storm of that horrible season. Now, interestingly, less than 3 weeks later, not even 2 miles from this location, Hurricane Jeanne also made landfall. Hurricane Jeanne was the 10th named storm system of that hurricane season, and it was responsible for over 3,000 deaths, and in the U.S. alone, created property damage over $6.8 billion. This place became ground zero for two of the United States' costliest and most deadly hurricanes in U.S. history. You know, there's another kind of storm that is potentially more damaging and destructive than just a weather-related event. And that's the storms we experience in our personal lives. In fact, I've come to realize that at any given moment, each of us are either heading into a storm, we're in the throes of a storm, or we're coming out of one. And it's right there in that moment when we have to ask ourselves the question, what do I do when I'm experiencing one of life's storms? What does God and His Word have to say about the storms I experience? And how can there be a difference as a result of listening to the Lord in the midst of the storm? You can ask anyone who's lived life on this earth long enough, and they'll be able to testify to the truthfulness of Jesus' observation recorded in John chapter 16, verse 33. He said, "In this world you will have trouble." But He didn't leave us there. He finished the observation by saying, "But take heart, for I have overcome the world."